Okay, a rock falls from rest from a 23-meter tall cliff. What time does it take to reach the ground? What is the velocity of impact? Okay, now remember that we're going to use the idea that down is negative. So this cliff is 23 meters tall, but the displacement of the rock from rest, presumably, right? Okay, is going to be down 23. So we're gonna do this. We're going to go S. Our acceleration is negative 9.81. Our initial velocity is 0 because it's from rest. And our displacement, this is the key thing here, okay, is negative 23.0 meters, okay? And then we want to find the velocity of impact. We want to find the time it takes to reach the ground, okay? So let's just set this up. I think what I'll do is I'll use no t to find v. So v squared is u squared plus 2as. And so therefore the absolute value of v is the square root of 0 squared plus 2 times negative 9.81 times negative 23. And this is why we can get a real answer for this, okay? If you miss this minus sign, if you miss the fact that the displacement is downward 23, then you've got this, oh, gee, I can't take the square root of a negative number. Okay, so let's do this. The square root of 0 squared, and then 2 times negative 9.81 times negative 23 is 21.24. So the absolute value of the velocity when it strikes the ground is 21.24288. Now, there's no question that this thing, right before it strikes the ground, okay, is moving downwards. So the final velocity is negative 21.24288. Or we would just say the velocity is negative 21.2 meters per second. Put a box around it. Okay. Now, the next question is, what is the time that it takes to hit the ground? Actually, that was the first question, right? And I could use the velocity, but I think what I'll do is I'll use no v to do that, okay? So that's s is ut plus 1/2 at squared, so negative 23 equals 0 plus 1/2 negative 9. Now, I know that's 0 times t, right? But 0 times t is 0, right? 1 times t squared, right? So t is going to be, the square root of, let's see, twice negative 23 over negative 9.81. And that's the square root of that whole thing. There we go. Let's see, square root of 2 times negative 23 divided by negative 9.81. And again, we get a real answer for this of 2.165. So we would round that to 2.17. Ta-da! So the key here, this is the thing that people miss, is that displacement is downward, okay?